I know how to make the properties look in order to sell. I'm gonna come in, you're gonna call me and say, Corey, I have a client that has a property that needs work done in the property in order to sell. I'm gonna get the address. You're gonna tell me what the property needs from your professional opinion. I'm gonna come out to the property, I'm gonna do a full walkthrough on the property to see what the property needs to be sold at the top of the market. What we need to do to make this property go in the market. I'm also gonna look at the comparables in the neighborhood, because obviously once you guys put this property on the market, we're in competition with every single property that's being sold in that 1 or 2 mile radius at that price point. I consigned the shop that I had to put it together. We had this in the basement, you just put it together and figure it out. That's a terrible idea. They didn't match. It's a terrible idea. She put off the bad machine, they don't know if they match. She said, look, I just got some cabinets from the consignment shop. I'm gonna let y'all figure it out. Y'all have to go. Nah, okay. Yeah, we do. We clean them out. Now, again, it depends on how damaged it is. If it's a structural situation where it's too bad, then I'll determine that.
It needs a damper and needs a...
No, then that's fine. That's pretty fine. Maryland, DC, right now. Yeah. So let me tap on that really quick. I was just talking to the young ladies here. My goal is to start with the East Coast right now in Maryland and DC. I want to be responsible for the work from top to bottom. It makes me feel good because for me, I really only do this to help people, right? I get a generous amount of business, but this helps people be able to get the money that they would ultimately lose if they sold the property as is.
We did our deal, he came in and so he did everything that needed to be done. And by the time it was all done, through all of the battles that we had to go through with her, there was a lot of side conversations with her, and trust Corey, he'll be good, everything will be great. And he came through, it was wonderful. The house went on the market, it was completely renovated. Everything was amazing from top to bottom. And she was excited, the person that came in the house.
How much equity must be in the house?
So it depends. So I run a whole formula that I evaluate to make sure that there's enough equity in the property for both me to be able to make money off of and for them to obviously walk away with money on the back end.
You can only be full of joy about 30 to 90 days in the beginning of the year. After that, if nothing's happening, guess what? That motivation's like, it's like a decayed balloon. You start losing energy for it. You're like, what am I doing wrong? You start blaming yourself. You're like, I'm the same agent I was last year. Why can't I keep these habits, right? So, top listing agent thinks differently. Just like this young lady here for 12 years. Where is my next listing coming from? That's the top listing agent's first thought every morning, right? Your lead generating first thing in the morning. And it's not about trying to catch up.
Then I asked, can I help you as a coach? She said yes. So, and then I told her actually, wow, because of you, I will not give up. So now I have.
It's been 90 days and how many transactions?
Yeah, so 2 and then just 1 where I just talked. So next week
Good job. Excellent. That is my guarantee to you, showing you structure and systems to have you closing in 90 days.
So finally, I was able to be introduced to Miss Shelley, and she's been my coach. She got me on board within the first 90 days. I don't even think it was 90 days.
It wasn't 90 days before you closed your first
30, 45 days. She's just always available, really approachable, and even though she is also transacting, I don't have a negative thing to say as far as what she's been as far as pushing my career forward and keeping my own self out of my own. So thank you so much.
Right? And on LinkedIn, you're Shelley 1000, right? People gotta find you, right? Know your numbers. Know what you want to close this quarter. In order to build a path and reverse engineer that number to what you're going to do for the whole quarter, the month, the week, the day. Right? Know your numbers. Improve your conversion system and build the right number.
When you're out there promoting what you do, have that air.
Yeah.
Have that air. Shelley said, you know, no, if you're afraid of no, you know, I mean, the answer is always no if you don't ask. What's the best source of lead generation is what Shelley said. You got a first lead from church. It's your database. I read something the other day where, you know, they said for every 100 people you know over 21 this year, you're gonna have 2 deals that they know. If they don't know you're the agent, if they don't know I'm Joe Money, right? Then you know what's gonna happen. Okay.
Ready to sign and celebrate. They've already seen the numbers. They already understand what's going on. They're excited.
We got good funds, right? So to be honest with you, if it wasn't for her helping me get my paperwork together, I would really feel unstable. So I'm gonna let Diana speak a little bit about how she talked to Grace about the other thing.
Lawyer around because people kept calling me to ask me questions. And it's mostly because I learned things from messing up myself. So I have created this law firm with the idea that I really do 2 things. First, I help realtors sell houses, and that could include